Now we're gonna be doing some pretty controversial ones from Am I the Asshole?
Yeah, we're gonna be the jury, and
we're gonna give it.
Yeah,
We're gonna
this
give
will
us
be.
a verdict.
We'll give a fair verdict.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And these ones are more recent, so
All right.
we're up to date.
Okay, so am I the asshole for telling my friend who isn't overweight that she could lose a few pounds? All right, what do you think?
I'm thinking, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I mean, if they're not
just by the
overweight
title.
and like they're healthy, then we'll have to like see the explanation.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
right now, I'm gonna say, as right now, I think they're the asshole.
Yeah.
You know, as long as their health isn't a concern, you know. Right.
Okay, so I have a friend. Let's call her Jane. She constantly complains that she's overweight, and as a result, she looks and feels disgusting, and then no guy's gonna want her because of how fat and gross she is. She also said that she would kill herself if she gained another 10 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Jane is not overweight at all. She looks to be a healthy weight, and so as a result, everyone validates her on how skinny she is. Okay.
So it seems like she's got some like mental,
Yeah.
Some
subconscious issues.
body dysmorphia or something.
See, the problem is she insists on having this conversation when I'm around, despite the fact that I'm visibly bigger than her. So theoretically, all this stuff about being disgusting, fat, gross, and undesirable should apply to me even more than it does to her. I understand that she has a right to feel however she wants about her body, but maybe it would be better to discuss this with a therapist or other people that aren't visibly bigger than her.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like if she's not even gonna be like considered, you know, then maybe,
So far,
I'm starting to lean towards.
So far I think she's in the right.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
I've tried to say stuff to her, like, you know I'm bigger than you, so you saying this stuff indirectly insults me. She replies me with, oh no, you look fine. It's just my body that's huge and gross, even though I'm visibly more huge and by basic logic more gross. She knows that I'm 60 pounds heavier than her, and numbers don't lie. Either way, I've asked her to save the conversation for when I'm not around to hear it. I know Jane is doing this to fish compliments and validation. So when she found out the opportunity to talk about it again, despite me requesting that she leaves or she saves the conversation for when I'm not around, I said, well, you're always complaining about how big and fat you are. Maybe it's time to start a diet and working out so you can lose a few pounds.
That's brutal. Hey, but it was more.
I support it. To be honest, yeah. She looked at me like I had 3 heads. Did I really mean it? No.
Nah, you meant it. Let's be honest, you meant it.
But I thought maybe by getting the opposite of the response she wanted, she would stop. My friends think it was wrong of me to do that because of her insecurities. I personally think having insecurities is one thing, but using them to indirectly insult other people is another. Thoughts?
Honestly,
I'm gonna say I definitely understand where this is coming from. Still probably shouldn't have done that,
yeah,
but
it's a little harsh. But,
I can see the justification there.
Yeah. I'd say like they're both in the wrong, but she's a little less in the wrong.
Yeah, I don't think she's the
think
asshole.
the friend, she's clearly got her own issues that she needs to work out.
Yeah.
Shouldn't really be anyone else's problem.
Yeah. Or like it should be a therapist's problem.
Yeah,
But looking at this edit, it says to clarify she's not diagnosed with an ED. She refuses to talk to a therapist or someone qualified about this behavior because she doesn't think it's that bad. So if it's not that bad, why is she always complaining?
If it's not that bad, why is she saying disgusting, fat, gross, undesirable?
Like if it's not that bad, just shut up. And
I can understand because like she's always complaining about it, but not doing any steps to fix it. And there's really no issue apparently.
Yeah. I've recommended that she find a therapist on let all these feelings, even if they aren't that bad, and so far she hasn't.
Yeah.
So
honestly, she's not the asshole.
Yeah, I'm gonna say not the asshole.
Kind of hits close to home for Ryan.
What? Because why would you say that?
I don't know. Just personal.
Personal, yeah. I might. Yeah, I can relate to this pretty well. I would say. Am I the asshole for not punishing my daughter for how she rejects a autistic kid? Okay. Throwaway and on phone. Okay. My daughter, 12, is pretty. She's in middle school, almost high school, at the point where people are getting crushes on her, and overall kind of bothering her. She hates it and doesn't see the point in dating, and has started to be real blunt about it. She's pretty popular at school. There was an incident with one of the boys bullied her when she said no to the movies. It effing sucks for her, and I feel really bad for her. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really see where the autistic kid comes in.
Yeah, but we'll see. Now we were at the school picnic that happens before the new year starts. It's nice that she gets to hang with her friends. Now there's a kid in class that has been crushing on her for a while. I thought it was over when he gave up after she rejected his Valentine. He's autistic, and I really thought it took him a while to understand due to that. Apparently not. He confessed to her at the picnic, and she said no again. I was nearby and went over to bail her out. He started trying to convince her to get to know him. My daughter snapped and told him, "Leave me alone, you freak. I've told you so many times." We soon left after that. Dang.
So
I don't think they truly understand. Because, like, although they did say she thought it would take him a while to understand, but, like, I think at a certain severity on the spectrum, I think it's almost impossible for them to understand. You know what I'm saying? And, like, calling him a freak.
yeah, that's not.
That's
right.
kind of messed up. Cause, like, personally, I don't know.
I mean, that's a tough situation to be in. But yeah, definitely went way too far with that.
Yeah, I mean, at least she didn't like smack him or nothing, But if the mom started jumping in and like calling him a freak, then
Yeah.
I don't know. This one I don't know yet.
Yeah, we'll keep reading.
Whoa. I've been getting calls about teaching my daughter tolerance and that she needs to be punished for that. I've defended her in all of that. The kid's mother called me an asshole when she learned I'm not punishing her. Am I the asshole? A lot of parents think so. No.
I would say, yeah, you definitely got to at least like talk to your daughter about that.
Yeah.
Because that's
There's just I taught her how to reject people nicely and firmly. It's not working for that kid. This has been the fourth time she's rejected him. So she made it clear at Valentine's he won't stop. Also, the school is shit when she was bullied. Well, I'm assuming that she taught her before, and that still happened.
So apparently she didn't teach her well. No.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I mean, I think obviously it's a bad situation to be in. Unfortunate
Yeah.
for both sides, but you can't be saying that. And she
Yeah.
should have just like went to the mother of the son and like talked to him about it. But yeah, definitely should not have said that. I'm gonna say kind of the asshole here.
like you're not like, yeah, you're the asshole. I
Yeah,
was gonna say, I don't know, mostly the asshole.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what people are saying.
Not the asshole.
Not the biggest fan of calling the kid a freak. It sounds like he was valuing her for a while. Like, that's what I'm saying. What you not want your daughter to do is accepting attention out of obligation. Today, oh, he's autistic. To then, oh, he's bipolar. To he's having a hard time in life getting out of jail.
Wait, what?
Shut that shit down. Well,
Yeah,
I
that's a
see
good
that.
point.
I mean,
But still,
Yeah,
there's
but-
nicer ways of doing that.
but I feel like being autistic is different than like getting into jail and like getting into
Yeah, he's
trouble
not
and
like
all that.
he's not like knowingly trying to take
Yeah,
advantage
like,
of her. So
yeah. Her calling him a freak in this instant has nothing to do with autism and everything to do with the fact that the young man won't stop pestering her. Okay,
Yeah,
I
that's
can see
true.
that.
I think that, yeah.
I mean, it's definitely not the worst thing she could have said.
They needed to
Honestly,
talk to the.
It's kind of mild, but like,
Yeah, I mean, most of these are not that.
yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's alright.
They needed to just talk to the kid and.
Well, I feel like they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so not that. So.
Yeah, we
Not
can go with that.
Yeah.
All right. So, am I the asshole for questioning the best man's sexuality? I'm 31 female. I was recently invited to my boyfriend's cousin's wedding as his plus one. It was really nice wedding ceremony, and later on we were sitting at the reception as the wedding party entered. The entrances were like they all were, a little ridiculous and cringy, but it is what it is. Just your typical wedding entrances. Then the best man and the maid of honor were introduced in their entrance. The maid of honor twirled the best man, and I thought it was a little weird, but I just chalked it up as being silly and having fun. Then came the toast from the best man. In the toast, the best man did not use a script on his phone and just spoke to everyone. A crowd of 400 people, which is surprising to me because typically men, at the other weddings that I've been to, needed some material to go off of and keep their speech going. in the speech, he didn't really seem to touch on more masculine things that you typically see in best man speeches, but rather on things that I thought were more feminine. When he finished his speech, he went directly in for a hug with the groom rather than a typical handshake or whatever else guys do.
Okay, so
I mean,
nothing bad so far.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, well, if you think, I don't know.
That's some
Yeah.
bromance right here.
Some bromance.
Yeah.
Well, maybe a little more than bromance. Maybe.
We'll find out.
We'll see.
All of this, and plus how much it seemed he cared about his appearance, led me to say to the girl next to me, "That was a good speech and all, but do you think he's bisexual?" She responded, "Well, that's his fiance right there," and she's pointed to a table with a girl, to which I turned to her and asked the same thing if she was bisexual. She looked confused and said no, to which I responded, "Are you sure?"
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I think this might be kind of messed up.
Yeah,
Because I don't like if he's happily or if his fiance and him are happy.
Yeah.
Like I don't really think
Like,
there's a reason to.
Yeah.
Try
What's the point of
like
this?
what do you get out of this other than confirming your suspicions?
Yeah.
You're like, okay, but we'll see.
The girl next to the best man's fiance immediately responded, "Well, I am his sister, and I think I would know if he was." And it turns out that I was at a table with many of the groomsmen's plus ones and some of their family members. I took the hint to change the subject, but it seemed like it was a touchy subject for some reason.
Yeah, because that's a
If
pretty
you're-
personal thing.
If your question
yeah,
I
can understand being a little touchy about that.
Yeah.
The night went on, and apparently word had gotten back to the groom's family. My boyfriend is the groom's uncle, and the groom's family was upset with the comments that I made. I mean, I would be too, bro.
Yeah, like who the fuck are you out of here?
As it turns out, the best man is really close to their family and felt embarrassed if someone would say this to him. And some thought I should apologize to the best man and his fiance for continuing to press questions. But I felt that it was a valid question, and I was curious about, and even tried to defend it, but defend it more by saying he seemed to care too much about his appearance and that he danced with a bunch of people and not just his fiance throughout the night, not grinding or anything, but just didn't have his full attention on only dancing with his fiance. Okay, hold on.
So,
Like, is she mad at him for like enjoying himself at the
Yeah,
wedding?
like-
What?
I think she just hates.
That doesn't mean that he should be the fiance the entire wedding,
Yeah.
man.
she keeps continuing to press questions.
Like she's
Yeah.
doubling down on it. She's like,
Okay.
and she said, "Oh, I already knew it's kind of seemed touchy. And they
It's-
didn't like me because of it, so I'm gonna keep on doing it."
And how is this? It's not a valid question.
Yeah.
Like he does not owe you. an
Yeah,
answer.
yeah.
And if you think so, just keep it to yourself.
Like-
and then maybe talk to your boyfriend about it in private or something, But like,
Just because you're curious doesn't mean he has
Yeah,
to tell you.
exactly.
This
Let's
is-
see what
This
people
has
say.
caused a small strain in my relationship. Wait,
You're
what?
the asshole. Okay.
Yeah, this is easily.
Silly on data ideas on what's masculine, what's feminine. If asking a question about
Fellas, is it gay to be able to make a
Yeah,
speech?
this
No.
all came from the speech.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Dude.
What?
The speech was a little too zesty, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
You're the asshole.
Yeah. So,
Oh yeah.
Everyone's. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think. I don't think there's a single. Not the
yeah,
asshole.
this is a pretty easy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is like the first one I've seen where it's like you're the
Unanimous.
asshole. Because most
Yeah.
of these people are just trying to get people
Yeah,
feel
that's-
better about themselves because they know they're in the right, but they just want other
Yeah,
people
they're
to know.
telling
Yeah.
it from their perspective, so it's always gonna be.
Well, I feel like this
This one's just-
person,
yeah,
this is a
this-
burner.
all
Yeah,
right.
they definitely know they're the asshole because they made a
It's not
burner
right.
account, So
Yeah.
they're definitely just either doing this to get a reaction or just they're delusional.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, clearly they're delusional.
Yeah.
With the present question.
Yeah, I just feel like it's not their lane to.
They really thought they ate with this.
They thought they ate, bro. They did not eat, bro. They did not eat. All right, that's all of them. So we learned some things today. First off, we learned that you can cause a UFO scare by putting plastic bags together.
Hey, future vid
coming
idea.
soon.
Yeah, future
Coming
vid
soon,
idea.
and a lot of people's confessions deal with shitting in people's property or on their property.
I guess that's pretty common.
Yeah, I guess.
That lactose
It makes me feel
intolerant-
better about myself.
We're
in light of-
normal. We're normal. Everyone else does it. And also people hate lactose intolerant people like me.
That one was
Yeah,
really funny,
So
bro.
it's me versus the world.
Imagine.
Like,
And apparently, it's gay to hug your friends. So
Yeah.
It's gay to speak
Yeah.
from your heart.
Yeah.
Man. Like,
So I think that was pretty informative. I feel enlightened a little bit.
yeah, I feel like I'm a better person, you know?
And PSA, never go on Reddit. This is a really awful website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.